Okay, all right. So in this one, we are going to learn looping, fundamentals of looping. Okay, how to construct our looping structure. Right. So before starting this looping, we need to know what is the meaning of looping. Okay, so let me go jump to that looping. Where is that looping? Uh, yeah, you see, iteration statement. What the meaning of iteration statement, loops or looping? When the same block of statement will be executed again and again till a finite number of time, okay, then that is known as looping, right? So suppose if I'll ask anybody, let's suppose anybody tell your name 5 times. Come upon. Anybody unmute your mic and say your name 5 times. Yeah, make it out fast. Any guy from the class, unmute your mic and say your name 5 times. Okay, let's see. Suppose, okay, thank you. So she told Tamanna 5 times. Got it? Now suppose if I'll ask again, you say the name by taking in your mind something. Let's suppose variable 10. I'm giving you 10, and now you say your name 10 times. Sorry, 5 times. So what you are going to think in your mind that I have to start from 10, then I have to say my name 5 times. So how I am to decide that only 5 times I should say the name, and after that I'm going to stop. So just you given a logic that no, 10 is there, then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If it is coming till 15, then all my valid numbers are there. I'll say my name. I'll make my name. Is it? At the same time, if somebody will say that no, from 10 to 5 I will come, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and I'm going to say my name every time. That can also be correct. Okay, so interaction statement always define in any programming language that there should be a sort of work you do. Second one, there should be a type of condition to be executed every time, is it? And either you can make your looping either in forward direction or in reverse direction. Okay, thing is that your work, let's suppose 5 times saying your name, that is a work. So in your mind, you're just counting with your finger. 1, say the name. 2, say the name. 3, say the name. 4, say the name. 5, say the name. And then 6. 6 is not 5 times. 6 is more than 5 times. So you are coming to an end, is it? So guys, remember that for doing any looping, there are 5 basic elements in a looping. Okay, try to remember this one. Very nicely. Number first element is work. Okay, there should be some sort of work you define. Okay, there should be some sort of a statement to be executed. There should be some sort of Python codes required, is it, to be run or to be executed every time. Right. Now next one is um, uh, starting variable. Okay, there should be a value, or there should be a variable value which is going to start your loop, right? There should be a sort of ending value. Okay, your variable should come to an end. Your starting variable, how you're increasing, suppose name 5 times, so I'm starting from 10 and ending with 15. Okay, so 15 is my ending value. Okay, and after that there should be some sort of condition. I am writing here condition to be executed every time. So if I am going from 10 to 15, so can I write here the value x is less than equal to 15? So 15, 14, then 13, 12, 11 and 10, all are the valid variable name condition here. Is it okay? And there should be fifth one, there should be some sort of incrementation in your loop, or there should be some sort of decrementation in your loop. Either your loop can go in increasing order, or either you can loop you go in decreasing order. That to be decided by your logic. So These are the five essential elements or elements of any looping statement. There will be one starting variable which will start your loop. There will be ending variable which will end your loop. There will be a condition to be executed every time, to be true every time. There should be some sort of incrementation or decrementation, and work will be there. There should be some sort of work, right? Okay, so make it out here. I'm going down here. You see, Python gives you three type of iteration statement: while loop, for loop, and nested for loop. Okay, so let's start from while loop first. I'm going to teach you while loop, then for loop and nested loop. Automatically, you are going to understand and learn. Okay, so while loop, you see the very first important. See, I had written also here that this elements of interaction statement or looping. See here, number first one is starting variable, which will start your loop. Okay, ending variable, which will end your loop. Condition to be checked in each loop, statement to be executed in each loop, and increasing and decreasing statement, you see plus plus minus minus. Okay, so either your loop will go in increasing order or your loop will go in decreasing order, but work remains same. You see the work five times saying your name, either you go from 10 to 15 five times, either you can come from 10 to 5 times, is it? So that while loop. So here you see this is the syntax of while loop. Okay, while loop is a structure. So while loop states that after writing this while loop, you see there should be a condition to be checked every time, and after condition there should be what colon you give, and then statement to be executed. Okay, so this you will not understand like this way, but I am going to type the program, then you are going to understand. So while loop states that first you declare your starting variable at the top, starting variable, and there go for while. Okay, see while, then go for condition here. You write the condition, then put colon here. Then these are the statement to be executed every time. Then you can have a incrementation or decrementation step. This is while loop structure. Once again, I am repeating it out here. Am I audible properly to the class? Okay. So while loop state that first you declare your starting variable, next start your while interaction, then while is followed by a condition. After condition, statement to be executed, all the statement to be executed, is that you write? Then accordingly incrementation or decrementation. Is it okay? So now I am going to show it to you so that you can understand. See, I am going to open this Python. See, I just told say your name 5 times. So I am going to design the program. Is that? So I took here x equal to 1. So what is this x equal to 1? This is my starting variable. Is that? This is going to start my loop. Then you see what I'm going to do. I'm going to write here while. You see while. Write like this while. Then give a space. Then you put a condition. Now if I go to, if my planning is to go in increasing direction, 1 2 3 4 5 times. Okay, so what type of condition I should write so that that condition will be true every time? 1 2 3 4 and 5. So x will be less than equal to 5. Am I correct? If I am planning to go in increasing order and I am going to say name 5 times, okay, then how I am going to go? 1 2 3 4 5. Then if I am to write here x less than equal to 5, so all values are coming. So I am going, after that column I am going down here. Now I am going to say my name, is it print, and then I am going to write here, let's suppose ABC. Okay, you see ABC. Now you see, so name being done. Now you need to either go in increasing and decreasing direction, but since condition you have given in increasing order, so what is that? X equal to x plus 1. I increase the value by 1. Then I am going to press enter key. You see what is going to happen. You see 5 times you have said your name. This is known as interaction. Okay, this is known as looping, where you are going to have a work, right? Now I make you to understand here. You see, you have started with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, now try to understand it out nicely. What is your initial value, starting value? I am writing x here. What is the starting value of x? 1. It will go inside while 1 is less than equal to 5. True or false? Reply me very fast. 1 is less than equal to 5. True or false? True? Condition is true. So it will go inside. Print ABC. So it is going to print ABC like this. Okay, then what it is going to do? X assignment x plus 1. So what is x? 1. 1 plus 1 will be, what is that? 2. So now the value of x becomes what? 2. Then it will jump from here to here again. 2 is less than equal to 5. Yes or no? Yes. Print ABC. So again ABC is printed. Then again you see x assignment x plus 1. So 2 plus 1, what is that? 3. So this become what? 3. Again it will go from here to here 3. 3 is less than equal to 5. Then again print ABC. Okay. Then again you see 3 plus 1, 4. It becomes 4. Again it will go 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. Then again I am going to write here ABC. Then again 5 times this become 5 and again one more ABC. Now see the 6th time. 5 plus 1, 6. So now 6 will be going back again here. 6 is less than equal to 5. Yes or no? Then it will come out of the loop. Then this, you see, this prompt is coming. Is that clear? Now see inside and outside the loop. Once again I am writing x equal to 1 here. Now after that again I am going to write here while, and then I am going to write here x is less than equal to 5. Okay, done. Then inside I am writing print. I am inside the loop. I am writing here I am inside the loop. Okay, done. Then next one is that after that I will write here x equal to x plus 1. Then you see every time it is telling I am inside the loop. And now if I want to see that I am outside the loop, then that also you can write it out. I am writing, you see, x equal to 1. Now I am going to have a print command. You see print. I am writing here I am outside the loop. See, I printed this one. So printout is an I am outside. Still, then I am going to write here again while. Okay, then again same condition, x is less than equal to 5. Then in this one it is going to print here print I am inside the loop. You see I am inside the loop. Okay, then accordingly I am going to increase x equal to x plus 1. Then if I will go out, you see I am going out. Okay, then if I have written here print I am outside the loop, then I should go outside the loop if you write in a program. So here you see it is outside first, then coming inside the loop. How many times? 5 times. 5 times it is inside the loop and then outside the loop. This is a looping. Is it okay? Clear to all? Now can you suggest me what will be the value of x if I am to write here print and then I am going to write here x now? Tell me what is the answer? 5. Sure, everybody? X is 5. See here x will be 6. Then only it has exited the loop. You see x equal to x plus 1, 6, it becomes 6. Then only it is going here that 6 is less than equal to 5. Then it exited. So that also will be running in your mind. What should be the value of my variable? Is it okay? So now you see I am going to show you something here. Now suppose I am to take here x equal to 10. Now I want to come from 10 to 1. 10 times I want to say my name, but I will come from 10 to 1. What I am going to write there? While, say, see 1, 2, 3, 4, all numbers are greater than or equal to 1 or not. So x is greater than equal to 1. Done. I am writing here print. I am writing here, you see, name ABC, and then I am going to make here x equal to x minus 1. You see, then I am pressing enter key. Just check it out 10 times. And if I am going to print the value of x, then tell me the possible value of x. Just check it out, 0. So it has exited from the loop. That's why 0 is coming here. So this is known as looping, and especially this loop is known as while loop. The most important loop. If you understood this one, then all loops are very easy for you. So I had shown you how to go in increasing order also and how to go in decreasing order also. Now I am simply asking framing a question here that no, okay, I want to print all the natural numbers from 1 to 20. What I need to do? 1 to 20. Okay, so what you're going to do, you take arbitrary variable, let's suppose x equal to 1, I'm going to start from 1, then I'm going to write here while x is less than equal to 20, and then I'm to write here print, see I want to print x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these all are the value of your looping variable only, na? Then I'm to write here x equal to x plus 1, you just take it out, all the natural numbers are coming from 1 to 20. Am I clear? Everybody reply me, all CS student? All reply. This logic is clear. While loop. Okay. Now learn a logic now here. Now every printout is going in a new line. Can I print? Can I restrict this one in a single line? Can I write like this 1, 2, 3, 4 in horizontal line? It will go. See here. X equal to 1. I am going again here. You see. While x is less than equal to 20, and then I am going back here, then I am going to write here print, and what I am going to print here, you see print x. Okay, now suppose you want to restrict that your printout will go in a single line only, it will not go in multiple line, then you put a comma here, you see comma. Okay, then write here end end command, end equal to, and you give here one space. Okay, with a space character it will go. Okay, now I am going to write here x equal to x plus 1. Now you see the magic here. What is going to happen? You see horizontal printing will be there. You have end new character, new line character with a space. That's the meaning. By default, if you are not giving this one here, if you are not giving this one here, okay, like we have given here. So meaning here is that every output will go to a new line. See first output, then new line like that. Now you want to stop that, you want to restrict that no new line will not go, everything will go in a single line only. So I am going to fuse that new line with a space character. See I had given a space, then you see between these two output space is coming. If I will put comma here, then between these two comma is going to come. Okay, see. Now if I'll again ask you that print the sum of first 20 natural number, what to do? Say to me, print the sum of first 20 natural number. What do you think, where to manipulate? Check this logic out. X equal to 1, because I decided that my variable will start with 1, my loop is going to start with 1. Okay, then I took a variable sum is equal to 0, because in my mind it is running that I have to print the sum of first 20 natural number, is it? So I will take a while loop, you see while. Then I am going to take here x is less than equal to 20. I make my loop first feasible for 20 times. So my loop is going to run for 20 times, done. Okay, then I need to make a sum. So I am making sum assignment sum plus x. Each looping variable I am adding in s. Okay, and then after that I am going to write x equal to x plus 1. So I am going out of the loop now. So each time the data will be added in s, the looping value will be added in s, and I am going to come out from the s successfully, is it? But where is the sum? For that you have to print here. You say print, I am writing here sum. You see I am writing here sum equal to, and this sum is going to come from where? This s. Just check it out. Sum is equal to 210 coming. Okay. So if you mastered your codings, okay, introduction coding, while loop coding here, then many different types of calculations or performance you are going to get it. Is it okay? Is it okay to all? See this program, sum of first 20 natural number. Or shall I repeat it once again, or you all have understood? you're you're doing this one, you're seeing this one for the first time, so you do speak to me, otherwise very difficult again ahead. See here, I'm starting. See here, start. Okay, then I'm going back here. I want to make a looping here. That looping is going to run for 20 times. So I took an input here, x equal to 1. Then I am going downside here. I make a machine here that should run for 20 times first. So I am going to take a condition decision making statement here. I am going to write here is x is less than equal to 20 question mark. So answer is coming yes. Answer is coming here no. If answer is coming here yes, then it will do some work right here, and after doing some work here it will rejoin this looping once again by making here one calculation that x is equal to x plus 1, increase the value of x by 1 and then rejoin the loop. Okay, and if it is no, then we will definitely we are going to stop. So here you are going to do some work. Now work is that sum. First we have decided a machine, that machine is going to run for 20 times. Now our work is that, what work is sum. So I am going to do a calculation here, a very simple statement that sum is equal to, what is that, sum plus x. Every time this looping variable, because aim is first 20 natural number, and this is coming from where, this looping variable x. So I am going to add x to s every time. My work is done. So when I am going out of the no, then I can successfully print here. What to print? Print s, and then I am going to stop. Okay, so this is the flowchart to be understood. See, if we are not in the classroom now, otherwise I might have taught you how to draw a flowchart for basic techniques. So once you know how to draw the flowchart, you means 50% of your problem is solved. Okay, so this is the work generated. Now how to make the structure, that same thing in the programming here, I am going to make it out clear to you. So what I am going to do, I am going to show it to you. See, first of all I need to make a loop. So for that looping I took a variable. This time I am going to take another variable, y equal to 1. Okay, now in my aim is there, I have to make the sum. So if I am going to add everything, then I need a variable or not. So I am writing s equal to 0, sum equal to 0. Alright. And after that again, I am going to make, let's suppose I am making a while loop. Okay, so I am going to write here while, because 20 natural number. Now, let's suppose 5 natural number. First 5 natural number. So I am going to write here x is less than equal to 5. Done. Then I can access the variable x or not? Okay, that will be y. Yeah, this will be y. So you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my valid looping variables, and my program strategy says to me that I can use this looping variable in my program. Okay, to make the sum. So I'm writing here y is equal to, what is that, y plus, sorry, what is the sum? Sum is equal to sum plus y. So every time the value of y will be fused to what? Sum. Right. Then I am going to press enter key. You see, after making this one, I need to increase the looping variable by once now. So I am going to write here y is equal to y plus, what is that? 1. So after y equal to 1, it become 2, then it become 3, then it become 4, it become 5, it become 6, then it will go out. Then I am coming out of this loop, and I am going to write here print, and then I am going to write here sum. You see, sum is coming from s. See, it is going to print 15. Okay, so this is a very simple program for sum. Right, same thing you can do in your programming as a file. Write a program to print the sum of first 20 natural number, like that. So I am writing now a program here. You see, I am going to write that program. I am going to write here, you see, x equal to 1 whole program, then sum is equal to 0, then I am going to write here while, Then I'm going to write here x is less than equal to 20. Then I'm going to write here sum is equal to sum plus x. Okay, then I'm going to write here x equal to x plus 1. Then I'm going out of this loop, and then I'm going to write here print, and I'm going to write here sum is, and I'm going to write here s. So this is my program. There I had written interactive statement in shell. Now this is going to my program. I'm going to run the program. You see it's running. So it is asking me to save. So I'm going to write here sum, and then I am going for this. See, sum is 210. Okay, so you got the program here. You see this is the program, and you got here this is your output coming, right? Is it clear? Is it clear? So if I'm going to say you guys now here, now see this program. You see, enter a number, enter an integer, right, and print its first 10 multiple. So if I enter a number 5, then what will be the first 10 multiple? Reply me fast. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, correct. So run this one in mind. How to make this? Okay, so see, I'm modifying here. I'm making here. Let's suppose m equal to, I'm like having an integer input from user. I'm asking. You see input. Then I'm asking here. What is that? Enter an integer. Okay, so a number you have to enter. Okay, so let's suppose table of 5, table of 6 have multiple of 5 like that here. So entering. So what I'm going to do here, I instead of making sum equal to 0, I am making here a variable. This I'm making it y. Okay, and I'm making m equal to 1. Okay, you might be wondering why I took m equal to 1, because if I took 0, then 0 multiplied by something is always equal to 0. For that precaution, programming strategy, is it? So here I am going to make here, instead of making this sum, can I make here a multiple is equal to, what is that? Suppose 2 into 1. So 2 is coming from y, and into 1 is coming from where? This x. Okay, so accordingly this is going to create multiple of m, and I am going to write here only inside print m, not outside. Okay, so that you can get the multiples. Then I am going to run the program. Just see. Tell me enter an integer. It is asking me to enter an integer. What I will enter? 5. Okay, I will enter 7 next time. 5. See, just check it out here. So this is going to work for how many times this is running? Okay. Here you see. We are running for 20 times. I am running for 10 times only. Is it? And before this looping, I will write a message here. Print. You see the multiple of, you see, of y, the multiples of y, then I am going to write here, you see, r. Okay, then you see I am going to run this 7. Just check it out. Is it correct? Yes. Very simple fundamentals. Now if I will ask you now, modify its printout statement, so that what is going to come, like that way it is going to come, that 7 into 1 equal to 7. Okay, 7 into 2 equal to 14. Like this way output I want. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. So how to make this print out? Right. So now you start thinking how I should make this. So first of all, decide this 7 is coming from which variable? According to this program, 7 is coming from y. What is this multiply? Symbol? No logic. Printing strategy symbol. What is this 1? 1, 2, 3, 4 coming? This is coming from which variable? X variable. You see this looping variable x here, x. Okay, and what is this 7 coming? 7, 14, 21 coming? Which variable? M variable. So just put in mind these all things, and I am going to change my strategy here. In this printout you see 7, 7 is coming from y, 7 comma into is a symbol, so I am writing into 7 into. Okay, then 1, 1 is a value of a variable that is coming from x, so 7 into 1 equal to is a symbol, it's coming like this, a symbol. Then you see m is a value, so I simply modify my printout. I am going to get the desired result. You see, just check. I am going to run now. See, okay, just check. Tell me a number very fast. Which number you want to see? 11. Okay, now just do check it out. This is the table of 11. Okay, this is interaction. This is while loop. Same task you will work again and again. Is it interesting? Okay, so it's very good to understand this looping part. So what I am asking you, you go through some basic fundamentals of looping. You try to understand what this we have learned here. Okay, what is interaction, what is this one, going in positive direction, going in negative direction. Okay, means descending order, increasing order, is it? Then what is about condition to be checked every time. Okay, so all those 5 elements what we have discussed here: starting variable, ending variable, work to be done every time, condition to be checked, and plus plus minus minus. Okay, that to be done clearly by you. If you understand, it's okay. Now, very small discussion, then we are going to end it today. See, x equal to, I am going to write here 20, not 20, I am writing 1 here. Okay, now you see, I am going to write here while, okay, x is less than equal to 20. But guys, I want to print my name only 10 times. What I should do? It's up to me. I can increase the value by 1, or I can increase the value by something else like that here. So instead of x equal to x plus 1, x equal to x plus 2, I am increasing the value by 2. Still it is going to print 10 times, you see. Got it? So it's up to me how I am going to run my loop. Okay, it's not necessary or mandatory that you are going to write only x equal to x plus 1. Only one time incrementation will be there. No. It's your flowchart strategy. It's your logic of your program. Right? Alright.